Hey Kaijus! So today we're going to do a monster movie review again. I wasn't feeling too great. My back was really jacked up, so I was laying on the couch with the heating pad on, and I didn't really want to go upstairs and get my Godzilla movies. So I actually on Amazon I've been meaning to watch it, The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms, and you know what? I just paid the rental fee just to watch it. Like I said, it's been on my list to watch for a long time, and because I was lazy and didn't want to move, it was the choice of the night. This is one of the movies that it has a pretty iconic poster, and if you're into monster movies, even if you haven't really dove into the older ones, I think it is definitely an older one that you really need to put on your watch list. I was actually surprised at the production value of this movie. I guess like nowadays you think most monster movies, with the exception of the new Godzilla films, you don't really like. I think a lot of people have more of like a Sharknado type of mindset when it comes to monster movies. But like the production value of this movie was made in 1953, I believe, if I remember correctly, is pretty good. And I have to say, like the stop motion is still, even though it's very old, I still think it holds up pretty well. I'm pretty sure they probably did remaster the movie a little bit, but I have to say it was really nice and sharp and clear quality, and yeah, I was kind of shocked by that. So the general premise is that there's these scientists that are doing nuclear testing in the North Pole area, and they woken this beast, and they think the scientist is crazy because he keeps saying that him and his friend saw this dinosaur running around, and they just all thought he was crazy. I mean, no one else saw it, so he had to be insane. And but this beast kind of travels along the east coast, and he's going down, and he's attacking a few fishing boats, and then finally he attacks a lighthouse, and then they start like realizing, oh, this is legit. They're just not crazy people, and it's not just trauma that they thought that they saw this dinosaur. And so the dinosaur, of course, attacks New York City and goes on a rampage. Some of the other features of this movie is a scientist and his assistant. The scientist is an old, very sweet, like kind of, roly-poly type of gentleman, and his assistant is this woman. I have to say, like, I wasn't expecting, like, I guess because in these older movies, you kind of expect the damsel in distress type in a lot of monster movies, but of all the characters, I remember her name. I don't remember anybody else's name, but her name was Lee. Her first name was Lee, at least. And she was actually, like, she was strong, she was smart. She's a paleontologist assistant, and like she was super like involved with like the planning, and like when the dinosaur was like tromping around New York City, she was like analyzing it too, and so she just wasn't like, I guess I wasn't expecting a female character in a monster movie to be kind of like well developed, especially in a 1950s monster movie. She of course was drop dead gorgeous. They had to have that, but there was no screaming. And there was like a scene where she was sad because, spoiler alert, the scientist died. He went to go like underwater to see if they could find this dinosaur, and the dinosaur ate them. But and then the dinosaur, when he's attacking New York City, it's actually like kind of interesting. And actually, like, it's interesting in the aspect that, like, a lot of, people, like scientists are finding these, like, bodies frozen in, like, oh gosh, the Russia, the tundra and stuff like that. And, they're thinking that maybe some of these frozen bacteria can, like, melt and then cause, calamity with humans. And so it was interesting that that concept is not that all new, because in the movie they said when the military shot the dinosaur, which, oh shoot, what do they call it? He was a Redosaurus? I'm not sure if that's how you really pronounce it. When they shot him, his blood actually made the soldiers sick or killed them, because it had some, pathogens that infected people. And so that was interesting that they kind of, still had that idea. And so, yeah, so they had to figure out a way how to kill the beast without infecting, the entire city. And the way that they figured that out was to, of course, the scientist, the other scientist, sorry. The nuclear scientist, like the main character, can't remember his name. He was working, of course he was working on the ticket, like this nuclear compound or isotope or whatever that could neutralize or like eat away at the flesh of the beast so that it could save the day and they can kill the monster and not destroy New York's population. I feel really weird talking about this since the coronavirus is going on. Sorry about that. I didn't even think about that till now. Him and this marksman, sharpshooter, whatever you want to call him, get on top of the roller coaster. Ow, just like slam my finger on this. And they shoot it and they save the day, and of course fire breaks out, and it's actually pretty cool because like the dinosaur is like is like surrounded by these roller coasters, and he's like, eating them and stuff like that. And it was kind of interesting scenery. And, like they said like Godzilla came out like 16 months or 18 months after this movie, and some of the inspiration was from this movie. I'm not entirely sure how true that is, but yeah, I mean, if you like kind of like in Godzilla, like, you have the nuclear aspect, and then like Godzilla's tromping around Tokyo and fire and stuff like that. So it was kind of like interesting parallels. So yeah, so that's kind of like, I was actually shocked. I actually really enjoyed this movie. I didn't really think that it was going to be this good. And the kaiju design, I like it. It's supposed to be a dinosaur, so it's not supposed to be like super like fantasy or like bizarre, or he's just supposed to be kind of a dinosaur. So he kind of looks like kind of a cross between like, I don't know, like an iguana and like, what are those dinosaurs with the sails on their backs? Like he kind of, because he's on 4 legs, but he looks kind of like, not an iguana, sorry, a monitor lizard. He kind of looks like a monitor lizard. So yeah, so I think the design was pretty cool. Not like super insanely creative, like he's not a Pacific Rim type of, monster or kaiju, but I still think it's pretty solid. And the animation is just, like the stop motion still holds up pretty well today. So I have to say, I'll give this a 4.5 kaiju bites out of 5. Definitely, I think, if there's a steel book out there, a collector's edition, I think I'm going to go out and buy it eventually. But definitely a movie to put on your monster movie list if you haven't ever seen it before. I really enjoyed it. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you like and subscribe. Have some few more videos out. It's not like we're doing anything right now. I've been slow to put out videos. I lost some steam as I got furloughed, but I built my new desktop, and I'm trying to learn DaVinci Resolve and just like improve editing and stuff like that. So I'm just like, I'm just working on projects at home. So anyways, guys, this is little life updates. I'm going to do some live feeds on my other channel, Anna Travels. I'm going to try to do like, as long as I'm like furloughed, I'm going to try to do like a weekly coffee talk on my other channel at 10 a.m. on Fridays. So starting this Friday, what is this Friday? Is it the 24th? I think the Friday is the 24th. So April 24th. Check me out on my other channel. I'll just do some live streaming I might do some live streaming on this channel. Who knows? My new monitor comes in today. I didn't realize there was such a webcam shortage in the world, so I'll have to figure out if I can connect this camera to my desktop and do live. I don't know. I don't think I have an HDMI cable, so I'll have to figure it out. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Done rambling. Take care. Bye.